Sonic the Hedgehog premiere issue number 1/4. That's right, this is not issue number 1, because before we get into the actual number 1, there's an entire mini series. So this is actually technically a preview comic of issue 0 of the mini series, which releases before issue 1 of the Sonic the Hedgehog Archie comics. This is insane. Why are we doing this? So the Sonic Archie comics has a very big history. There's over, I think, 200 issues, but this is the very first one right here. You can see the Archie Adventure Series official comic up there. Number 1/4 free. I'm not quite sure where this released, but it probably came in some kind of like newspaper or something. Similar to the 1991 advertisement, this you could get for free. So before Archie, we had the promotional comic for the video game, and then a little bit right after Archie came Sonic the comic, which I would have a physical issue if those things weren't really expensive. So this is the only Archie comic that I'm probably gonna own for a while, and the only 2 Sonic comics that I'll probably own for a while, because everything after this costs way too much money to get individual issues, and there's not really too many trade paperback options, at least in print. This is the premiere issue. We got Eggman, we got Sonic. See the back cover for the super subscriber offer? Running in circles, looking for the hottest new comic? Subscribe now and blast off with Sonic the Hedgehog. Monthly 32-page issue. That's 12 issues for a measly $12. Save $3 off the cover price and leave the rat race in the dust. Can you believe that? Can you believe comic books used to only cost like $1? Now they cost like $4 or $5. Oh man, it's insane, man. It's insane. I do like this little graphic. He going crazy. Limited offer Sonic subscription offer. You think I can still get this? Offer expires October 31st, 1993. So no, you cannot. Enough advertisement. This is it. Sonic leaps out of your Sega video game system into his very own comic book. Oh, this is crazy. They got a recycle logo on the cover, bro. They're like, yeah, you can throw this away, but just make sure you put it in the recycling bin, please. I'll get you yet, Sonic. You have to catch me first, Chrome Dome. Sonic the Hedgehog and Don't Cry for Me, Mobius. The planet Mobius used to be a beautiful and fun place to live until the evil Dr. Robotnik took over using his polluting robots. A brave team of freedom fighters struggled to overthrow the dictator led by the fastest and way coolest dude on 2 feet, Sonic the Hedgehog. So we got Heroes of Knothole Village. Interesting name. There's Sonic, there's Tails. Rotor? I don't know Rotor. He looked to be a walrus. It turns out he's called Rotor and Boomer throughout these issues. I'm not quite sure if they changed his name or something. Sally the squirrel. Antoine the fox. Who is this man? This is concerning, honestly. He looks like a Redditor. The villains from the city of Robotropolis is Robotnik, Buzz Bomber, Cluck, Crabmeat, and Caterkiller. So these are the same guys that are in the Sega Genesis manual. Yeah, so Crabmeat is in the manual. So is Caterkiller. Buzz Bomber is. But Cluck is original. He is not in this manual. This Mega Muck will stop you in your tracks, Sonic. You gotta hit me with it first, Robotnik. You better run, bro. And so I shall. I've gauged your speed and now, hey, no fair jumping? Oh yeah, boing, crink, ploot. All's fair in love and war, Doc, and this ain't love. Then again, maybe it is. I do love to drive him crazy. Let you capture my friends and turn them into robots? No way, Tubby. Sonic, like from the get-go, always be making fun of Robotnik. And to be honest, he kind of deserve it. Also, I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of this Robotnik design. I know his head is more egg-shaped, and like Robotnik himself is like pretty creepy. He's a freak, undeniably so. I've been waiting for this moment. Well, you'll have to keep waiting because a Sonic spin is gonna keep that Mega Muck off me. Oh yeah, he's doing his little spin attack. Egad, it splattered all over my Caterkiller. Ain't that just too bad? I'd love to stick around, but I've got a juice. Ah, it's no juice.
It's no use!
This is the way to the village of Knothole, where all of us freedom fighters hide out from Robotnik and his creepy robots. He hasn't found us yet, and I know you won't tell. That's right, bro. We got a 4th wall break. All you gotta do to open the secret entrance is pull this vine, but I like to make like Tarzan, man, and jump into the stump. Here we go. Wee, way past cool. This is my favorite part. Almost there. Time to hit the hay. I'm back. Shout out to Sonic. For real, for real. Sonic, my hero, were you battling dozens of Robotnik's evil androids again? Well, I hate to brag, Tails, but he will. Give him a chance. Bragging's one thing, Rotor. Leaving a trail for Robotnik to follow is another. Princess Sally, have no fear, your royal worrywart. I took off at warp sonic speed. My feet never touched the ground. Humph. Oh boy, I know just how he did it. I've been practicing the same move myself. Ah, isn't it sweet the way he idolizes you, Sonic? Like we all do. And he's like, huh? I mean, all the residents of Knothole. Not me, of course. Imagine that, me idolizing you. Haha. I see. We got a little relationship drama immediately. Your Highness, I have an important announcement. Bro, who is this guy? Well, if it isn't Antoine, Knothole's #1 blowhard. What's the announcement? Too much starch in your underwear again? Yes, as a matter of fact, no, my message is most urgent. What? Starch in his underwear? What's going on? A leak has been discovered here at Knothole. We could be flooded out, or worse, Robotnik could use trickle-down technology to locate us and destroy us. Not trickle-down technology. I mean, Robotnik and Reagan kind of give... Oh, how awful. I'll say, Ant needs help delivering dramatic speeches. He got a joke for everything. End of part 1. That's all we got right there of part 1 of issue 0, basically. So that's the end of the story. That's it. That's all you get. Just kidding. There's actually an entire issue 0, which goes in issue 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to take a look at that right now.
Find the computer room!
So yeah, like I said, I could not afford physical copies of these. They want like $200 on eBay for the 4 issues. And that's just insane. So you're just going to have to bear with me. We're using the internet. Oh yeah. Part 2, and don't cry for me, Mobius. Sonic the Hedgehog must be eliminated. Oh, this is clever. His little name tag, it continues. So Supreme Dictator, Industrial Polluter, Megalomaniac, Corrupt Politician, Underhanded Reprobate, Rainforest Ravager, Puppy Kicker, Oil Spill Coordinator, Holiday Hater, Insurance Salesman. These guys are kind of funny. So I told you, it's like Ronald Reagan, you know what I mean? Good work, Crab Meat. A group of non-robots are wandering the edge of the Great Forest. It could be them. I just cleaned that monitor. Yeah, get your grubby Dorito-having gamer fingers off that screen. So, okay, we got some dynamics going on. Robotnik after Sonic and the gang. He trying to get to Knot Hill Village or whatever. You got Sonic as like the leader. He the one everybody be looking up to. But actually, the real leader is Princess Sally. But even she be looking up to Sonic because he's Sonic, right? Tails is kind of like idolizing Sonic the most. You got Antoine, this kind of guy is like a real dweeb. He's in charge of something, I guess. And then Rotor, I'm not quite sure I get yet. He's just a walrus at the moment. I'm afraid Ant's right, little buddy. He's the one who should go. Now I shall prove to you that I am no stuffed shirt. Splash. Maybe not, but you're still a wet blanket. Got him. Sure, here's your leak, Antsy. This stand of weeping willow trees. Huh? Recently, Robotnik bulldozed several acres of forest trying to find Knothole's entrance. The willows have been crying for their fallen friends ever since. Wow, okay. the weeping willows are legitimately weeping. That's a funny little concept. I've got an idea, but first, let's get back inside the forest. Out here, we're exposed to attack. First, we'll smash Sonic's friends with my checker wrecker ball. Oh, we got a Sonic 1 reference right there with the wrecker ball. Ah, come on, Robot Nudnik. What the... I'm the one you want, or are you too chicken to chase me? Cluck, cluck, cluck. Well now. Why do you keep saying that, Rotor? Because that's where Sonic's headed, Sally. To the well. The well where I hid one of my magic rings for just such an occasion. I'll just dip in and... Oh man, I forgot the rings rise and fall. I can't feel it. Say your prayer, Sonic. I am praying for that ring to bubble up now. I got it. Count away, Buzz Bomber, because you and the other robots' days are numbered. When I jump through the ring like a hula hoop, Robotnik's ball will loop the loop. My beautiful ship ruined. And you're next, Robotnik. Hey, come here and take it like a man or robot. Get me out of here, Buzz Bomber. Oof, that's a tall order, boss. Or rather, a fat order. Got him. He is fairly large. This image does him no flattery whatsoever. It's an interesting look, I'll say. Later, Sonic, this is a wonderful idea. Planting these saplings, the willows have already stopped weeping. He's my idol. Okay, Tails. Oh, saplings? I thought he said plant a sap. Okay, that got me that got me actually pretty good. Look at this guy. This supervising is hard work. Time for a chili dog break. I love chili dogs, man. They're so good. We got a little environmental message. You know, Sonic has always kind of been, there's like a hint of a theme with environmentalism in the games a little bit, because Robotnik be turning everything into a robot. Kind of cool that they're over here planning. You know, there's got to be like some lessons for the kids, and this is a good lesson. And oh, that's the end. That's the end of the first little story right there. That's cool. Definitely more expansive than Sonic the Comic, which I have read the first issue of that by now. Even though I thought that came out before this, but this actually came out before that, because there's always more. There's always more Sonic. You think you got everything on a spreadsheet, and then you find out, hold on, there's always more. Cool little first story. You know, we'll see if there's anything they end up doing with these characters. But yeah, that's part 1 and part 2. There's some clever humor in here. I mean, Sonic's kind of like very big into puns, and that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting throughout this entire thing. So that's cool. Just how fast is this hedgehog? Let's find out by reviewing Sonic 6 speed settings. Subsonic for underwater undercover work. Understand? Yeah, this is when he's slow as hell. It sucks, actually. Ultrasonic to look dashing while dashing. I give Carl Lewis a 10-second head start. Guessing Carl Lewis is like a big racer guy. Let's see. American former track and field athlete. Supersonic when I've got the need for a bit more speed. Cheetahs never prosper. He's faster than the cheetah. Transonic. For passing fancy at transportation. He's faster than this guy in NASCAR. So there you go. Hypersonic. Is this the first mention of hypersonic? Up to twice the speed of sound. Don't mock me out. Warp Sonic. Light speed. 1/3 faster than your regular bulb. Wow. He's like fast. 7. Let's not neglect my sonic spin. I can buzz through anything. I'm feeling spine and dandy. Okay. The royal family tree of Mobius. We were going to show you my family tree, but Robotnik chopped it down. Oh man, I appreciate some puns. So like, this is funny to me, but it's also kind of a little painful. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, what's the royal family tree? This is it. Robotnik chopped it down, guys. Like, they are just, the English language is in the palm of the Sonic Riders' hands, and they will use it however they see fit. Sonic and his happy friends don't stand a chance against me. Let me show you why with an assembly line tour of Robotnik's Badniks. Caterpillar, Ball Hog. Okay, these are the guys in the manual. Jaws, Burrowbot, Motobug, Orbinaut, Splats, Batbrain, Crabmeat, and don't forget his army of SWAT bots. It's cool to see these little guys in the comic. It's really cute. They'd be reusing the same kind of artwork in the manual. So I mean, like, they had this planned like early on. Sonic the Hedgehog here. Well, you've seen our situation on Mobius, but how did it get like that? Let's take a spin down memory lane and see what happened in a tell will call. Oh no, Robo, no mo, Mobo. What? Things were great in the old days. Mobius was a way cool place to live. My Uncle Chuck had this ultra chili dog stand and the fastest delivery boy on 2 feet. Yo, shout out to Uncle Chuck and his chili dogs. I want to go here. We deliver, and how? This is just Sonic with a mustache and bushy eyebrows. You can't fool me. I'm back, Uncle Chuck. So I see Sonic. How are those new sneakers I made for you holding up? Great. Not a bit worn out. Good. We were spending all our profits buying you new shoes. We got the origin of the Sonic shoes right there. Yippee, an order for 200 chili dogs. We're rich. Attention, the city is now to be called Robotropolis. From now on, no music, no books, no plants, no games, no dancing, no laughter, no fun. I am your new evil dictator, Dr. Robotnik. Have fun, go to jail. Phew, there's number 200. Are you sure you can carry all these, Sonic? Look at my nephew go. He's the fastest thing on 2 feet. Uncle Chuck, you are smiling, indicating enjoyment. You are under arrest. Ow, on whose authority? On mine, you hatefully happy hedgehog. That voice. The same one that ordered 200 chili dogs. Robotnik. Oh, it was a scheme the whole time. He's such a scary looking guy. Meanwhile, this is the place. Man, these ugly factories are springing up all over the place lately. Phew, it really stinks here. Deliver this delivery boy from this hole. Safety rules, none. Yes, oh, the chili dogs? Right, you are, Chicken Little. You owe me 300 smackers. Bro, that means they cost $1.50 each. Uncle Chuck created the Costco model? Stay right there and you'll get what's coming to you, hedgehog. I can see this guy's no big tipper. Hey, who turned out the lights?
Hey, who turned out the lights?
Uh-oh. This was a setup. If I wasn't so fast, I'd be mushed up like those chili dogs. Note, Sonic is going faster than the speed of sound. This is so tragic. On this site will be erected a new toxic dump. Bro, why did he get rid of the chili dog sand though? Couldn't Robotnik like use that as like a food source? Or is he just a hater of chili dogs as well? Are he reading a scrapbook? Oh, because he's like telling you the story of oh no Robo no Mobo. I see. You lousy bucket of bolts. What did you do with Uncle Chuck and Mutsky? Attention fellow SWAT-bots. Hedgehog exhibiting violent tendency. Terminate with extreme prejudice. Affirmative. You boys look tired. Suppose I provide each of you with a personal whirlpool. Now to check the manufacturer. Aha! Built by Robotnik Inc. The same smelly factory I just came from. Daisy, is it singing to death? With my speed, I'll be back there in a flash. Too bad that name's already taken. I look good in red. We got a Flash reference in the Sonic comic book? That's crazy. This Robotnik bozo is going to be sorry. He ever messed with me. Not only did he abduct my uncle and dog, but he still owes me for 200 chili dogs. I like that Sonic is about the important things. His uncle, his dog, the $300 that Robotnik owes him for the chili dogs. Nothing's going to stop me from going in there and kicking some Robotnik. Yeah, that's a good pun right there. Stop. Yow. What the? A girl? Don't you know better than to sneak up on a hedgehog like that? I'm not just any girl. I'm Princess Sally Acorn. My father, the king, has also been kidnapped by Robotnik. Sorry, kiddo. Tell your fairy tales to someone else. I got a job to do. You got a lot of nerve, little lady. How dare you interrupt, bro? Why is he a misogynist? What's going on? There's the reason I stopped you. Robotnik's buzz bombers are patrolling the grounds. If they'd spotted you, you'd be fried pork rind by now. Bro, can we have Porker Lewis show up again? That would be crazy. Gee, thanks, Sally. You really saved my pork rind. I mean, skin. Yes, I also know where your Uncle Chuck has been taken. We'll take the shortcut. I hope you can keep up with me. Ha, Speed is my middle name. Actually, it's Maurice, but don't tell anyone, okay? Sonic's middle name is Maurice? What? You be learning so many things that I didn't need to know. Minutes later, there, you see that group of new captives? Robotnik SWAT bots kidnap them, then he turns them into robots to work in his factories. There's my Uncle Chuck and Mutsky. Welcome to orientation, my new employees. Here's your schedule. That's gotta be Porker Lewis, right? I've gotta save them. It's too late for that, Sonic. You will work all day, every day. Now let's hear the pledge of Robotnik allegiance. We pledge the rest of our lives to slave for great Robotnik. Uncle Chuck, speak to me. Oh no, he is a robot. I promise to ignore all environmental law, and I shall do the same to both of you and to every living thing on planet Mobius until nothing but my robots remain. All hail the round one. I'm gonna whirl around faster than ever before until I create a giant vortex, a tornado. Annie M. These robots got a sense of humor, bro. Come on, Sally. He who knows when to run away lives to fight another day. Yo, so true. I like your style, Sonic. I think you need to meet my group of freedom fighters. Head that way. Into the Great Forest? No one lives there. Wrong, Sonic. I've organized a band of rebels dedicated to overthrowing Robotnik and returning Mobius to normal. Would you care to join us? If it means freedom from my uncle, my dog, and all those other folks, plus another shot at Robotnik, the answer is yes.
Yes!
And so that's how I got involved with my pals here on Mobius. If you want to hear more about those early days, drop us a line. But for now, this is the end. Oh, okay. I can send out a sonograms to Archie Comics if I want to hear more about the backstory, I guess. Sneaker peek. I'll bet you wonder why I don't destroy my shoes when I move so fast. It's because I wear these sneakers that my Uncle Chuck invented. Check them out, dudes and dudettes. I don't know why we got to see his foot like this, to be honest with you. I guess the shoes were inspired by Michael Jackson, so cool. That was issue number 0. I thought it was pretty neat, honestly. I think there's some very funny stuff here. It's like 30 something pages, so we're getting a lot more Sonic than in Sonic the Comics first issue. We got some actual lore here, like we know why he likes chili dogs now. We know why he's got the shoes that he's got. We can see that Robotnik has taken over Mobius specifically, and he hates the environment. And on top of that, there's just like some really quirky humor here that I kind of enjoy. I think it's very silly, it's very corny, it's very goofy, purely for kids, but I think it's kind of funny. It's charming. I can't get over the royal family tree being destroyed. Oh man. And there's a lot of there's still some references from the games. We've got all the badniks from the manual, some of the Green Hill Zone aesthetic, but then there's also this forest. This forest is completely different. It's completely new. And I'm not seeing any other big landmarks yet, but yeah, it's just issue 0. Now this is issue 1. I like little Sonic here in the little ball all. I think it's really funny. So we got Robotnik looking ugly as always. He really like looked part robot in this particular comic, which is different than what I be getting from him in any other adaptation. This is the city Mobotropolis. At least it used to be until the evil Dr. Robotnik took over and turned it into Robottropolis. Only a few freedom fighters remain who remember the way it was, and hopefully the way it will be again someday. Foremost among them is Sonic the Hedgehog in Run, Sally, Run. Come on, Tails, keep up. I'm about to jump into hypersonic speed. I'm right behind you, Sonic. What's up with the trees? They got like rings around them? Same writers, I believe, as issue 0. Pretty much the same writers and artists and everything throughout this entire miniseries. Go, whoa, there's Princess Sally. Sally, oh, Sonic, I didn't see you. Just like I didn't see this maple tree. Poor Tails. I don't like how Tails looks in this comic, okay? It's just concerning. I can't stay in chat. I'm in a hurry. Huh? It's none of my business, but you're walking too close to the edge of the Great Forest. You're right, Sonic. Well, that's because I know the area so well. And no, I mean, you're right. That is none of your business. Got him. So just go on with what you were doing and leave me alone. Gee, Princess Sally sure seems crabby. Yeah, and I'll bet that pompous oaf Antoine has something to do with it. Come on, let's beat feet to the hidden entrance to Knothole. Can I swing on the vine that opens the secret stump with you? Sure, uh-oh. There's Antoine. Look out. Ouch. Hey, yow. Kabush. Antoine was coming out of the stump just as we were going in. Tell me something I don't know. I'll be glad to. Princess Sally is on her way to Robotropolis. Oh no. Royal proclamation. I have arranged a meeting with Dr. Robotnik to negotiate the return of my father, King Acorn. No one must interfere with my plan. That's an order. Sally. Oh no. What is she doing? She should know better than to trust that sleazeball. Come on, fellas. We can still catch her. There she is. We're just in time. Buzz Bomber is about to attack her. It's crazy that Buzz Bomber is like a character and not like a species of insects, right? Because if it was a species, he'd be like, a Buzz Bomber is about to attack her. But he's just like, no, that's Buzz Bomber. That's his like government name. Stay back. This calls for a sonic spin. Huh? What? No. Aha, you did betray us, Sally. I like this little image right here. He fallen into the ground in the same panel. That's what's kind of neat about comic books, and the more I look into them, is it really is just animation, but there's more time in between frames that pass. Buzz Bomber must have hypnotized her. It is up to me to save Sally. Charge! Anybody get the number of that cement truck? Bro, what are you talking about? Will you all chill out? I'm supposed to be meeting Buzz Bomber. Huh? What? Why? He's going to fly me to the neutral site where Robotnik and I will negotiate the release of my father. Exactly. He got a little halo above his head. Sally, wait, don't do that. It's a trap. I've got to take that chance. Relax. I'll be fine. Robotnik's got her fooled, but not me. For once, I agree with you, Aunt. Hey, a cage popped up out of the ground. We're trapped. This is Robotnik's work. I wonder what treachery he has planned for Sally. Ka-ting. Careful, Buzz Bomber. You're getting awfully close to that smelly smokestack. What are you doing? Don't drop me. Unhappy landings, princess. Yow. Well, it isn't silly little Sally. Robotnik, this isn't how we agreed to meet. You broke your promise. Machines can't make or break promises, Your Highness. So is he like a machine? Is he just like part machine in this one? But you'll understand that better after I've turned you into a robot. Take her to the Robo Machine. Yes, Master. Help. Part 2. I like how they have like Sonic the Hedgehog, the logo and everything within the actual dialogue. It's pretty cool. Sonic the Hedgehog can't help you now, Princess Sally. Oh, please do anything to me, but don't throw me in that Robo Machine and turn me into a robot. Robo Machine made in Robotropolis, assembled in Mexico. Okay, boys, on the count of 3. 1, 2. Did he say 3? Bro, they're so stupid. Yee-ka-boom. Gadzooks, the Hedgehog. Sonic? Yow. How did you escape from my underground cage? With a sonic spin like that one, it can cut through anything, including a Robo Machine, blubberbutt. As soon as I get Sally out of the way. But Sonic, you can't cut through my atomic ray gun. Where is it? I know I put it in my cape. I've been pickpocketed by the best, Antoine de Coulet, with an assist from Tails. Oh no, you two too? Well, it is Tuesday. Oh, shout out to Sonic Tuesday, everybody. Antoine, didn't Boomer show you my royal proclamation? Of course, and I leaped into action to save you. Boomer? Who is Boomer? Okay, Boomer? Is Boomer the Walrus? I thought the Walrus was, Rotor. Who is Boomer? Speaking of leaping, no, don't. All right, another sonic spin. Kiss your Robo Machine goodbye, Robotnik. It's very silly how, I mean, this whole thing is silly, let me not. It's very silly that Tails' dialogue is almost entirely like, yeah, Sonic, I'm like he a big fanboy. Kiss your Robo Machine goodbye, Robotnik. My machine, it'll take at least 2 issues to rebuild it. If you do, I'll be back to smash it again and again, and now on with the rescue. Cover us, Aunt. We're telling you, Sonic. He's telling, because he's Tails. We'll borrow one of Robotnik's wagons and be back in the Great Forest. Lickety split. Whee! You seem troubled, Sally. Wondering how many medals to award us? They're not like listening to her at all, but like she did do something a little silly, but maybe silly Sally actually knows way more than these guys. Welcome back, Princess. Did everything go according to plan? On the contrary, Rotor, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. What are you saying, Sally? We stomped them. You mean you didn't get to use? No, thanks to the Mucho Macho squad here, I was rescued, and I used the term loosely. What are you talking about, Sal? Yeah, she had plans all along. My boot, you boo. Take a look. What do you see? Size 5.5. Tell him, Rotor. I spent months designing those boots. They have hidden cameras, recorders, and computerized jamming sensors in the soles. Oh. Sally wanted to be put in the robo machine. The boots would have analyzed the machine so we could reverse its effects. That's why her proclamation told us not to interfere. Nice of you to notice. We could have freed my father, your Uncle Chuck, Mutsky, and everyone else Robotniks turned into robots. But no. Gee whiz, we were just trying to help. I think I'll leave this episode out of my memoirs. Bro, nobody wants to read your memoirs, Antoine. Nobody. Sorry about this, Rotor. Like they say, the best laid plans of mice and hedgehogs go awry. So if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. They do, in fact, say that. Sonic the Hedgehog in something fishy. Holy catfish. I just put my line in and I hooked one already. What a fisher hog? Yeah, I don't know about fisher hog, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do like that my man Sonic is fishing. That's kind of lit. What's, it's a weird choice. That doesn't look like an eyelash on his mouth. Why'd they do that? Wow, it's a big one and a hungry one. He's eating my pole. Chomp, glom, chew, gnash, bite, gulp. Yipe. Now he's eating the dock. Uh-oh. He'd probably have eaten me if I didn't jump back. There's something strange about this thing. I wonder what's strange about him. Wait a second. It's not even alive. It's a mechanical fish, and that means one thing. Robotnik. Sure enough, there's one of his factory drain pipes pouring pollution into the water. It's kind of crazy how like Sonic the Hedgehog comics are kind of like Captain Planet in a way. Robotnik's always like destroying the world, and they're like, hold on, that's not okay. Who knows what other nasty business he's up to down below? Well, here's one way to find out. Whoa, this is some kind of underwater sludge slide. 2 seconds to impact, thwing. So this is what it's like to be an anchor man. The hits just keep on coming. Ha, there's that motorized Moby Dick. Whoa, they said a bat. So we're in Labyrinth Zone. This is Labyrinth Zone, huh? He's really moving now, heading for that underwater cavern. But I can match his RPM, ripples per minute. Easy, using my subsonic speed. Yeah, he can't really go that fast in the water, though, in the game. So I don't know what they mean by subsonic speed. What the? It's on some kind of conveyor belt. A concealed fishnet came off the bottom and grabbed me. I'm being carried into the cavern. Holy abalone. I'm about to be fed into one of Robotnik's machines and turned into a robot like my Uncle Chuck and Mutsky were. Waterproof robot maker. That's very funny. Well, look what the catfish dragged in. Gurgle your prayers, hedgehog. Meanwhile, this is where Sonic told us to meet him, Tails. Oh boy, sitting by the dock of the bay? Uh-oh, that's gonna be hard to do, I'll say. There is no dock. No Sonic either. I've got a bad feeling about this. Wait here, Tails. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a sea lion's tail. Exactly 2 shakes of a sea lion's tail later. I've been building this bathysphere in the basement for months. Now that's what I call a subplot. Wow. Thanks, Tails. Look at his face, man. He looks so happy that he said that. I don't know. Something about like his eyes kind of freaked me out. And at that moment, see how it works, Sonic? The fish, crabs, and squid enter the machine as living beings, but come out as mechanical slaves of Robotnik. You fiendy fiend. Soon my master will control the entire planet, on land and under the sea. Not if I can help it, Jaws. Oh, but you will help. Once you're a robot, you'll serve Robotnik well. Here's what I'm serving. A sonic spin, which I bet will shred this net. Gasp. Uh-oh, wheeze. I used up all my air doing that. I can't breathe. Aw, you'd break my heart if I had one. Okay. The dialogue in this one's a little, I'm not digging it as much. I'm gonna be honest. We got a lot of fish puns, but they're not really funny. It is crazy that my man Sonic used up his air, though. He got to get one of them air bubbles. All I need is a big air bubble. Gurgle. Got something caught in your throat? Here, let me examine it up close. Bro, this is kind of a scary image right there. Holy crap. Back off, bait breath. Nobody puts the bite on my buddy. Huh? Did you order a submachine sandwich? Tails, Rotor, thanks for saving this hog's bacon. Are you okay, Sonic? I will be. Once I gulp these air bubbles, you're torpedo me. Now stand back, boys. Yeehaw, look at that Sonic spin. Kiss your waterproof robot maker goodbye, Robotnik. That hedgehog has destroyed my master's machine. I must report this to Dr. R at once. Ouch. Of course, since Rotor damaged my propeller, it may take me a while. Youch. Like maybe a year. Not a year. Soon, mission accomplished, freedom fighters. Yeah, time for lunch. Okay, but let's do chili dogs. I've lost my taste for seafood. So funny. So funny. Cool. That was issue 1. It was a little less interesting, unfortunately. The Run Sally Run section was neat. I like the idea of like Sally having this master plan and then all these little goofballs like completely ruin it for her. But then something fishy, kind of lame. Kind of not as exciting, to be honest with you. I do like this little word bubbles with the little chomper fish guy. Like it's kind of cool. He's got like all these different sound effects and I like the lettering for it. That's really nice. But the main plot is kind of uninteresting. And we got some Labyrinth Zone. We got the little slide. We got the water bubbles being important to the plot. Let's look at issue 2. April. We got another little Sonic image at the top here. Sonic the Hedgehog and a crowning achievement. That's Princess Sally calling me, and it gives me a chance to try a new trick I've been working on. Sonic the Hedgehog? By moving at twice the speed of sound, I can arrive before the words leave her lips. Favushka. Sonic, I have something important to tell you. You mean the reason why you changed from a blonde to a brunette? Wait, what? She was a blonde? I mean, she's clearly a blonde here, yeah. What? Why'd they change it? Why'd it take a whole issue for me to realize it? No, wise guy, just wait there. But I wonder if he likes me better as a brunette. I'd never tell her, but I love her hair dark. Bro, what is this plot? They literally retconned her hair color in 2 issues. Catch. Yo, what's this, a jewelry box? Not just any jewelry box, that's my father's. Gasp, you mean? Yes, in that box is the magic crown of the Acorn Kings. It should be on my father's head, but since he was kidnapped by Robotnik, maybe its magic powers will help us find him and free him. Too cool. I'm holding the Freedom Emeralds. The Emeralds? Oh, snap. Yes, the 4 Freedom Emeralds. The mystical gems that sit atop the crown. Their power is awesome. I'll say, the Freedom Emerald's magic is what keeps Robotnik's reign of terror at bay. So we got 4 emeralds? Okay. Not Chaos Emeralds. They're the Freedom Emeralds. Gee, imagine if they fell into the wrong hands. Don't worry, Antoine's Royal Guard keeps a constant watch on them. Antoine, hut. Bro, is this Porker Lewis? The box is empty. The crown is gone. Impossible. I personally trained each one of the Royal Guards. That explains a lot. Are you saying I'm incompetent? I didn't have to. You just did. Knock it off, you two. If Robotnik gets his mechanical mitts on the Freedom Emeralds, Mobius is doomed. I still can't believe a Royal Guardsman let this happen. Neither can I, Aunt, unless it wasn't a guardsman, but a guard robot. You mean there's a Robotnik spy among them? Why are you zooming around in a circle? You're burning the rubber off the bottom of your sneakers. Exactly. That ought to set up the smoke detectors that Rotor installed. Now the sprinkler system is coming on. The guardsmen are getting soaked. Oh, my aching laundry bill. Not the laundry bill. Relax, Antsy. They're just getting wet, except for that one. That little piggy's getting rusty. Oh, it's not Porker Lewis. It's a robot. Brilliant, Sonic. Arrest that swine. Oil can. Tell us everything you know, robot. I know you all are all goners. I've given the Freedom Emeralds to my master, Dr. Robotnik. He scattered them to the 4 corners of Mobius. Oh, snap. That's a horrifying image, bro. Look how creepy he looks. And now, thanks to this turncoat, Robotnik knows where Knothole is. Not to worry, Mon Captain. It won't be here much longer. He looks angry enough to explode. That's just what he's gonna do. The robot's initiated his self-destruct mechanism. Uh-oh. You're too late, Hedgehog. Gangway, everybody. Kaboom.
We bring the boom!
Sonic, gasp. Into part 1. Uh-oh, Sonic just died, everybody. Sonic the Hedgehog is dead. And I never got to tell him that I loved him. Oh, Princess Sally, look. Hush, Aunt. Let her finish what she's saying. They really did do the Sonic and Princess Sally kind of love thing very, very early on. I thought it was just a little tease at the very beginning. But no, they actually do like each other. Huh? Who, Sonic? You're okay. I was just saying how I loved your recipe for pumpkin pie. Never mind that. How did you avoid getting blown up? Warp Sonic speed, Antoine. I zoomed that robot up through the secret entrance to Knothole in record time just before we went kablooey. That's so cool. Look how fast he goes. Good work, Sonic. You saved the village. Our fight against Robotnik can continue. Yes, we must act quickly and recover the Freedom Emeralds or all will be lost. You're right, and I saw something very unusual up above. A Robotnik blimp with an escort of buzz bombers and bat brains. That's it. Robotnik must be taking the emeralds to a secret location. This is a job for the bravest freedom fighter of all. Right, stand back. Wrong. This is a job for both of you together. What? This mission is too dangerous and important for one. As commander of the Freedom Fighters, I'm ordering you two to cooperate. Got it? Yes, Your Highness. Soon. Wow, how'd you get my hot air balloon inflated so fast? I just asked Aunt to tell me about his college days. And so I wore my beanie to the freshman dance. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Bro, he not even joking. Oh, I don't like this guy, Antoine, at all. But the fact that he just gets clowned on, it makes his purpose is really funny. Okay, ants, we're high enough to see Robotnik's blip. Yes, there's just one problem. You mean if we can see them, they can see us? Exactly, we're under attack. Yike, the buzz bombers and bat brains burst our balloon. Look out below. Grab your parachute and bail out, Sonic. You go ahead, Antoine. I've got another idea. By going into a sonic spin, I can leap from robot to robot, destroying them while I close in on the blip. Yo, he got the homing attack. That's crazy. What's good for the goose is worth taking a gander at. What's that mean, bro? What does that mean? Took me out of the whole comic for a second. I'm having a good time, and then he says something like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Look, a SWAT bot. He must have been the automatic pilot. Return your trays to the upright position. Something bright and shiny popped out when he crashed. Could it be? Yes, it's one of the Freedom Emeralds. Listen, the damaged SWAT bot might tell us something. Bzz, must carry out Master's plan, scatter Freedom Emeralds, crackle, air, land, sea, underground. Aha, that's his plan, to separate the gems so their magic can't affect his dream of a mechanical world. What are we gonna do? We're not doing anything. You're taking this emerald back to Princess Sally. But she told us to stay together. That was before we knew what Robotnik was up to. Bring her the stone, she'll put his magic to good use. You're right. Meanwhile, I'll take off at hypersonic speed and try to find the next Freedom Emerald. We got the air rock. That leaves land, sea, and underground. Good luck.
Good luck.
Little Star Fox 64 reference for you. I mean, this is basically Fox McCloud, right? No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to do that to Fox McCloud. Sonic the Hedgehog, my hero. Hiya, Tails. Sorry I can't stay in chat, but I'm going on an underwater mission. Whoa. Looks like I'm going too, like it or not. Sploop. Gotta use my subsonic speed to reach that cavern I was in last month. Ah, there it is. Now what the heck is on my foot? Tails, what are you doing down here? Just stringing along, Sonic. You can't do that. This is dangerous. Yeah, you can say that again. I forgot that his name was Jaws, because I thought he just was making a Jaws reference in the last issue. I thought his name was like Chomper or something. Come on, duck into this cavern with me. I'll bet this is where they hid the Freedom Emerald. What? Growl. You mean one of the Freedom Emeralds from King's Acorn's crown? I sure do. And there it is. It's 2 down and 2 to go. Uh-oh, here comes Jaws. Chortle, bro, the word chortle is so funny to me. Like, it's just one of them words where, like, you really should never use it. But the fact that it gets used is very, very funny. And no one gets out alive. Egad, the oldest trick in the book. It's a drawing of them on the wall. Ooga, they got him. That's really funny. A drawing? I'd call it a quick sketch. Real quick. Good thing I always carry a waterproof marker. I should have noticed they only had 4 fingers. What? They actually got 5 fingers. That's kind of crazy because a lot of cartoons and comics end up only doing the 4-finger thing. Why does Tails have a waterproof marker? Sonic the Hedgehog approaching Master in a crowning achievement part 4. Very well. Initiate plan 426. 2-way wrist TV VCR AM/FM cassette Sega Game Gear CD player toaster oven. What you think the MSRP on that is? You get that Freedom Emerald to Princess Sally, Tails. I'm going after the other 2. Aye aye, fellow freedom fighter. Must hide emerald from Hedgehog. What luck? The SWAT bot carrying that emerald has a short circuit. From Hedgehog. Yo, Rustpot, your needle's stuck. Yo, Blue Boy, you're out of luck. Yow. Holy moho, I'm falling into a bottomless pit. Oof, not quite bottomless. When does it become an underground comic? Got him. I'll take that emerald, Hedgehog. It matches my other one, the Burrow bot. Oh, so you've heard of me. Let me show you what I can do. Scrunch. I already know you can bore through anything, including me. Chunka. Man, he's nasty. I'm living on borrowed time down here. I'd better juice. Whoa, he cut me off. Now I'll cut your limbs off. That's dark. Not if I can help it, Needle Nose. Why don't you go for a spin? I'll hold these emeralds for you. Eep. Well, he's got 2 of them. Someone has to say it eventually. How can anything so big move so fast? Yeehaw. I've been running through these catacombs for hours. I'm so exhausted. I don't know which way is up. What am I saying? That's the answer. Up. This is going to require the most powerful Sonic spin I ever tried. Twang. Using every ounce of his strength, Sonic tunnels upwards until he pops through the floor of Boomer's shop. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog, TM. I like how they say Sonic TM. Crown's repaired while you wait. So, hold on, because I thought his name was Rotor, but then they'd be like Boomer. Boomer Walrus? This is Boomer Walrus? Originally known as Anti-Rotor or Evil Rotor. Well, hold on. So his name is both Boomer and Rotor. And he dies, I guess. I guess bro dies. Well, that was a spoiler. Your emeralds, Princess Sally. How can we ever thank you enough? Almost finished, Rotor? Yes, ma'am. Where'd you pick up that foot-tapping habit? Behold the ancient mystical crown of the Acorn Kings. May I, your majesty? Please do. The Freedom Emeralds are back where they belong, and while I rule, their magic will be used to destroy Robotnik's machinery and return Mobius to the beautiful planet it was. Right on, Sally. Just a dad-blame minute here. Oh, it was about to be the end, and Robotnik just turned the page on us. That's cool. I like that a good bit. I want to register a complaint. Hello, is this thing on? Tap, tap, tap. I've waited 21 pages for my big scene, and what do I get? Zippo, nada, goose egg. Me, the great Ivo Robotnik, valedictorian of the Mojo Kubert School of Supervillains, brought out his diploma. A full-length 4-part saga, and I make one lousy cameo on a tiny TV screen? It's an outrage. This is fantastic. Holy crap. I'll show you. I will avenge this humiliation. Prepare yourself. Next issue, Dr. Robotnik will be taking no prisoners. Now. Cool, okay. Issue 2 was a lot better than issue 1. Issue 2 is like a full-on story. It's parts 1 through 4. It starts off with, hey, we got to go get the emeralds, and then it's like they're MacGuffins, so it's nothing like insane. But then he like goes and gets the MacGuffins. There's like a robot spy amongst them. They find out that like all 4 of them are scattered through different places. We go to those different places, so we're getting the underground, we're getting the water, we're getting the land, we're getting the air. It's pretty cool. And then to like cap it off with like they succeed, and then Robotnik comes in, completely fourth wall breaks the ending, which is really funny. No, I actually really like that. Let's check out issue number 3. This is it. This is the ending of it. Looking pretty snazzy. Look at him. Prologue. Give up, Hedgehog. Whoa, Robotnik's crabs chased me right to the edge. What I'm giving is fat lips. Come on, put up your dukes or claws. Whatever. You distracted him perfectly. Thank you, Master. Robotnik snuck up from behind. He got the Green Hill Zone wrecking ball. You already know it's time. Oofa. Ow, my aching spines. Watch that last step. It's a Lulu. What do you mean it's a Lulu? Yeah, I'm really dizzy. I'd sure like to redo those last few minutes. Yeah, that's it. Go back in time, rearrange history. I can see it all now. Oh? You want to go back in time? What's going on? No, that's a Mobius strip. Oh, because it's called Mobius. Sonic the Hedgehog in Sonic Flashback. Or, what if Sonic and Robotnik were kids together? Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog is destroying my beautiful crabs. All in a day's work, Robotnik. Curse you, Sonic. One of these days I'll catch you and use my robo machine to turn you into a robot. Curse you and your Uncle Chuck. Uncle Chuck, the guy who inadvertently created the situational Mobius, and who was responsible for my origin, and who was responsible for Robotnik's origin. I remember it well. I was just a kid. Uncle Chuck was working in the barn. He was an inventor. By George, I think I've done it. I've created the first magical ring. It'll enhance my nephew Sonic's powers. So Uncle Chuck created the magical rings? Now that I know how, it'll be no problem to make 100. Uncle Chuck, little Robotnik's being mean to me. Wow, what's that? It's a magic ring, my boy. But more about that later. What's your problem with Robotnik? He's a fat little creep. That's my problem. Now, what have I told you about calling people bad names? He makes me so mad my head spins. All of me spins. Little Robotnik comes from a broken home. Yeah, he probably broke it. He's an orphan, Sonic, and I'm trying to help by bringing him out to our farm every few weeks. Now can you two try to get along? I did try, but all he wants to do is build tiny mechanical toys that do anything he says. Today the barnyard, tomorrow the world. Come on now, you two. I want both of you to be good friends. No way, I hate hedgehogs. You knucklehead. Uncle Chuck is a hedgehog. Okay then, I just hate one hedgehog. Forget him, Uncle Chuck. I'm gonna practice running. Someday I'll be the fastest thing on the whole planet Mobius. So we've got like multiple backstories now. There's the Kinto Bar backstory in the promotional comic. And now there's actually Sonic and Robotnik were kids together, I guess. He didn't mean you any harm, Robbie. Why don't you pick up your toys while I put the tractor away? I'd like to put that Sonic away. Should I tell the old coot that I took a few pieces of the steering mechanism and brakes from a mechanical Min? Nah. Repeat after me, Min. I hate hedgehogs. I hate hogs. Oh no, what's wrong with the steering? I'm out of control. And there are no brakes. Look out, Robbie. Yeah. Kabash. Uncle Chuck, Robotnik, what's all the screaming about? I hog, hedge hates. That's so funny. Part 2. Come in, Uncle Chuck. Are you okay? Oh man, both he and Robotnik are really badly hurt. Gosh, what am I gonna do? I'd have to be a magician to get them to the hospital in time. Wait a second, magician. Uncle Chuck said that ring he made was magic. I sure hope so. Oh, magic ring, please grant me the power to help Uncle Chuck and Robotnik. I feel all tingly. Not only that, but I feel fast. Faster than ever before. So one magic ring made him fast. Fast enough to wheel them to the hospital in record time. Because you got them there so quickly, Uncle Chuck and Robotnik are going to be fine. He traveled 30 miles in seconds. That little hedgehog must be magic. Sonic, you were resourceful and unselfish. You saved us both. Ah, shucks. 'Tweren't nothing. Nothing? You almost ran me over, you crazy old coot. Bro, it was your fault. Even as a kid, he's bigger than these guys. It's crazy. Please forgive my master. He meant to apologize for removing the steering mechanism and brake pads. What? Shut up, you blabby little bucket of bolts. Is this true, Robbie? So what if it is, Fuzzface? My robots are more important than your old tractor. I've heard enough. You are confined to your room. Go. And then he starts saying cuss words. Poor little misguided youth. I hope I wasn't too hard on him. No way, Uncle Chuck. By the way, I used that magic ring and it helped me run faster. I hope that's not a problem. Not at all, Sonic. They're easy to make. Come into the barn. I'll show you. Ah, lots of household appliances for me to construct my revenge. Later. See how simple? Not really, Uncle Chuck, but I'm glad you do. Well, that's an even 100. Care to take a break? Good idea, Sonic. Making magic is hard work. Come on into the kitchen. I'll whip you up a chili dog. Crash. Oh my gosh. Look. Robbie's built some kind of mechanical monster from all the machines inside the house. Bro, not the vacuum cleaner. Forward, my beauty. Grab Uncle Chuck. 10 bonus points if you stomp Sonic on the way. Haha. Bring the old hoser this way. Old hoser? That gives me an idea. I'll grab this old garden hose and wrap it around the beastie's legs at supersonic speed. Uh-oh, master. Uh-oh, what? Way to go, Sonic. No, no, all my beautiful wickedness. That's the last we'll see of Robotnik. I'll get you, Sonic. I wouldn't be too sure of that, nephew. Huh? Oh, what? A dream? Yipe, that fireball is no dream. Hold still, you miserable little porker. Sheesh, Robotnik sure was a crabby kid in my dream, and a grumpy adult in reality. Which do you prefer? Neither? Me too. Would you like to see more imaginary Sonic stories? Write to Sonicgrams. So, that was a dream. So it's not like an actual backstory. That's just like, what if Sonic and Robotnik were friends? Or not less friends, but grew up together. Crazy this is in the last issue of the miniseries. Sonic the Hedgehog, front and center, and why ask Spy? That's meat, faster than a lawyer chasing an ambulance and cooler than the other side of your pillow. Gee, it took you 5.2 seconds to get here. You must be slowing down. Well, I stopped and made a chili dog on the way. Okay, real. What's the problem? Has Antoine baked another one of his awful casseroles? Oh, man. No, we have a very scary situation on our hands, Sonic. Rotor has turned into a robot. Yow! Snore. Oh, no. Stand back, Sal. I'll handle this. Robotnik must have gotten to him. Ah, Rotor, we hardly knew you. Snot. Tee. Huh? What's so funny? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Rotor's not really a robot at all. It's just a clip-on jaw and swirly contact lens that made me look like one. Oh, yeah, sure. I knew it all the time. Sure you did. Anyway, here's the plan. Go ahead, Rotor. Hold still, Sonic. Hey, ow. Easy on the merchandise. Perfect. Whoa, these contacts. Where am I? Not bad if I do say so myself. Ah, now it's coming into focus. And our scheme should also be coming into focus. Here's how it's going to go down. We, Robotnik, you, whoosh. Oh yeah, it'll work. A short time later in the Great Forest, must kill Sally. Help, save me, Tails. Is Princess Sally being chased by... Oh no, it can't be. Oh, poor Tails. He's probably horrified right now. Sonic the Hedgehog is a robot? Sad but true. Two live creatures. I am not programmed for this. I shall report back to my master, Dr. Robotnik. Varoom. Oh, Tails, you saved me. I did? I did. Yes, and I know I can trust you to keep this little incident our secret, right? Bro is enamored. Later. Extra, read all about it. Sonic goes mechanical. Tails saves Princess from Renegade Robot. Networks vie for movie rights. Bro created his own newspaper. I'll take one of those, you foolish little fox. Hey, that'll be 2 bits. Dr. Robotnik will thank me for this. Perhaps I'll get a soft desk job rejecting environmental forms. Buzz Bomber wants to work a soft desk job? Maybe he's not too bad after all. Master, I have news of Sonic. Big deal. I have the Hedgehog himself. What? But how? I fell into one of the Master's robot makers, cleverly disguised as a robot maker. Speaking of disguises, your rotundity, have you considered that this may be a trick? Of course, you idiot. Which is why I'm about to test Sonic's loyalty by having him tell me where not whole villages so I can destroy it. Oh, yes, Master. Uh-oh. If you are a true robot, you will obey. Now tell me the location, not whole village, at once. He's stalling, master. Homina. What's this? The alarm's going off. There must be a disturbance in one of the factories. Whew, just in time. Egad, something's wrong at the crab compound. I'll send a buzz bomber squadron to investigate. Why bother? I can be there faster and get the job done better. Oh, oval one? Let him go, Buzz Bummer. It will prove his loyalty. There's quite a surprise awaiting Sonic the Hedgehog at the crab compound. Here comes Sonic now, Antoine. Yes, who else would make such a flamboyant entrance? Hey, Sally, you set off the alarm in the nick of... Oops, you stopped so fast your fake jaw flew off. Ow, what an unfortunate accident. I'm sure. Just get it off of me. Robotnik was a little suspicious, but I fast-talked my way out of it. Good, then we can proceed with the plan. Yes, I'll blow up this crab compound. See you back at Knothole. Okay, come on, Antoine. I deserve the purple heart, or at least the lavender liver. The lavender liver? Oh, it's so painful sometimes. Ah, the front door's open. Now I'll just... It's my Uncle Chuck. So this is where Robotnik forced him to work after turning him into a robot. 48,752,182. 48,752,183. You saw it happen in issue number 0. I did. I hope Uncle Chuck gets out of here okay. Uncle Chuck, it's me, Sonic. I must meet my quota. Assemble 75 million crab meats. Snap out of it. I can take you away from here. So crab meat is being assembled in mass production. But what about Buzz Bomber, you know? Snap out of it. I can take you away from here. Not allowed to rest. I will call Mutsky. Mutsky's here too? Oh wow, I'd love to see my dog. Mutsky, my old pal, come here and give me a great big kiss. 48,752,185. Mutsky, you're a robot too? Bro, he's really going at it over here. Cut it out. Uncle Chuck, make him stop. All hell, Robotnik. Robotnik, that creep's responsible for this. Payback time. I can't blow up the factory that my uncle and dog work in, but here he comes, Buzz Bomber. What was the problem, Sonic? Uncle Chuck attempted to take an unauthorized coffee break. I corrected him, sir. Excellent. And now, Knothole. Type the location in the computer and launch the missile, blowing it to bits. You got an I Hate Mondays coffee mug? At once, you blubberness. Ready, set, blow. I hope we can hear the explosion. I can guarantee that. Gadzooks, he made the bomb follow my largest factory. Oh no, the one where the Buzz Bombers are made. Oh, okay, now we got an answer. So Buzz Bomber, there's the Buzz Bomber, the government name of this Buzz Bomber, but he's making them in mass. So the original Buzz Bomber is nothing. He doesn't retain any value, first of all, and he's not like an original creation. Or he is, but there's many of them. It really messes with me. He's no robot. He tricked me. He's really Sonic the Eow. Not Sonic the Eow. Sonic the Hedgehog. Ouch. Ouch. Say it with me, gang. Glad to see Robotnik get it in the end. Oh, the inhumanity. That's it. That's the end of it. So the miniseries is over. Uncle Chuck and Mutsky are still robots. Mobotropolis is still Robotropolis. And also, what's going to happen with Princess Sally and Sonic? Also, Tails still creeps me out a little bit. Antoine is a weirdo. I don't like him at all. Rotor has left such a little impression that, like, I really don't know what to say about him. That's it. That's the Sonic the Hedgehog Archie mini-series. I thought it was neat. I like some of the art. I like some of the ideas. There's some funny moments for sure. I did love that fourth wall break at the end of issue 2. I thought that was really funny. I get the vibes. It's a very Saturday morning cartoon. And that's not a bad thing whatsoever. I'm just interested in checking this stuff out to begin with. But just nothing that I'm like, oh man, I really needed to read this. I'm hoping that as the Archie series goes on, there's going to be like some really banging stuff happening. Because I know IDW goes insane, and I'm pretty sure some of the later Archie stuff goes pretty crazy. So I guess we'll see.